Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to another 20-man Rumble 19. And Lee has another list. This is Back to School Part 2 for Lee's list. And it will be a 20-man, so it's not going to be as long as the 30. I always like the 30 better because the longer the better for the Rumble. But we're going to kick things off with Buff Shaggy. And this is something I like to do, especially when I have nothing to start on, or if I'm in the middle of two different things. This is always perfect. So Lee always gives us a good list, and we're kicking things off with Buff Shaggy, which I still think that's one of the best creations I've seen. Just a crazy one. And we'll see who number 2 is. And number 2 is Dennis Reynolds. Sonny. So we got Sonny in the house. So Dennis is in the house. Of course, he's I think I got all of them except for D on this account. Maybe they're separated on 2 different accounts. But Buff Shaggy versus Dennis to kick things off. And we'll see who number 3 is, and it looks like it's Charlie Kelly. Speaking of Sonny, we got another Sonny character here. And Charlie, he worked at a school before. He was a janitor, and he told the principal on his interview that he cleans a mad bathroom. One of the best moments of that show. He just loves to clean and do the dirtiest jobs, and not a lot of people like that. Not a lot of people like to do jobs like that, but, Charlie's not, and the principal told him, he's the most, I've never seen someone so passionate over a custodian job, and he loves it. He loves doing it. And it looks like Dennis is already done. And, of course, he has his shirt off because he thinks he's some bad man, but you saw how bad he was here. He just got destroyed here. And look at Buff Shaggy torturing Goku. And the baby is number 5. The big giant baby. Oh my goodness. And I don't know if he would fit good in the high school. He would definitely be a bully that steals everyone's food. But he's going after Charlie here. And like I said, I love that episode on It's Sunny where he goes like, I clean a mad bathroom. And the principal's like, I've never seen someone so passionate about custodian duties here at the school. And I believe by the end of the episode he gets fired over something. I don't remember exactly what he did, but I think that he ate erasers or something. It's something really weird. I'd have to look it up, though. It's been a while since I've seen that episode, but it's really good. We got Tyler Durden, who would... oh, wait. That's not Tyler. My bad. Deadpool. I'm seeing things again. So Deadpool would definitely get suspended for his mouth. He is the Merc with a mouth for a reason. And number 7 is Sam from Trick or Treat. And we all know his backstory. That's one of the best horror movies ever. And if I would have to recommend movies at Halloween time, like what's the best movies to watch during the Halloween season? So number 1 is, of course, the 1978 Halloween. But number 2 is Trick or Treat. Definitely Trick or Treat at number 2 over the other Halloween movies, in my opinion. If you want a really good experience on Halloween night, Trick or Treat, then Halloween 1978. Those two are the best Halloween movies for Halloween night. And number 8 is King. And of course, I'm going to be doing my October Halloween marathon. 31 movies is the goal. I'll probably hit 34 or something. By the end of it, I will not want to watch any more horror movies for like 2 months. Usually I don't watch any until January after I do that because it's just so exhausting. I think one year I watched 50. That was a year where I really didn't have much to do with my life. So I didn't have near as many responsibilities as I do now that year. So also a lot of them were hour and 10-minute movies. You got to think about that. Hour and 20, hour and 30. Not very long movies. So when I tell you 31, well, some of them are just an hour and 20 minutes. You know, you go to Universal Studios movies, they're an hour and 10. So those are not like big movies. And Charlie's been eliminated. So Charlie is out. And I think everybody we started with is well, no, we didn't start with Charlie. Yeah, I think we started with Dennis. Yeah, I believe we did. So everyone we started with is done. But this is a good cast. Of course, Lee has great people to pick from. And he always comes up with great ideas. This is his high school part 2 idea. And Hellboy and Sam are just battling. I love Hellboy's fist. That is the coolest fist ever. Just an awesome fist. And now going after Sam here. And number 10 is Tyler Durden. So I knew he was part of this. I saw Deadpool's red and I thought it was Tyler Durden. But Tyler Durden would be great for a high school theme. Imagine someone starting a fight club. There's actually someone who has told me before that they had a fight club at their school. I will never forget that. I'm not going to say who. He knows who he is. But I will never forget that. That was crazy. So, yeah. And the first rule of Fight Club, of course, is not to talk about it. So, I wonder if they had that rule at that school. But anyway, Sam has been eliminated. And we got Hellboy and King on the ropes. And the baby attacking Deadpool. And the baby eliminates Goku, and King eliminates Tyler Durden. Wow. They are not lasting long here. And now we have Jake Sully. I love Avatar. I don't care what people say about Avatar. I know a lot of people hate on Avatar, but I do not understand it. I think James Cameron's a genius. He has some of the best movies of all time. I'll let his resume speak for itself, and I think Avatar 1 and 2, whether you like it or not, you have to appreciate the look of the movie. The look of the movie is really nice. If you watch that on the big screen, I watched The Way of Water twice. I went and saw that movie twice because it was actually because I went with the first time by myself, and then I went with family on the second time. So it wasn't like I made the effort to do it just because I loved it so much. Because when it comes to watching stuff in the theater, usually I don't like watching stuff twice in the theater, unless it's a really excellent film. There's only a couple movies I would ever do that on. There's probably, every year, there's probably 1 to 5 movies I would watch twice, but after 2 times, I just don't understand it. And Big Baby's been eliminated. So number 12 is Chucky. He's the last one that needs to be in a school. He's been in a school before, many times. Whether it be the show, or I think he was in a school in Child's Play 2 also. He's in a military school in Child's Play 3. And Tyler Durden has been eliminated. And number 13 is the Alien. So the Xenomorph is here. Chucky gets rid of Hellboy. And now we have the Xenomorph, which I think is one of the coolest designs. And till this day, I will praise this design right here. It is definitely the best one. You're never going to get a version like this ever again. I mean, using the bicycle helmets the way that they did, and, you know, it's just it's one of those perfect ones. And I've seen some of the ones this year, and it's a good attempt, but it's still nothing's better than this version. There might have been a couple versions that are edible and can be used, but they're never going to be as good as that. And Dr. Zoidberg is here. And, oh, yeah, very nice Zoidberg. We really wanted to see that. He is definitely the funniest character on Futurama. This one is probably my second favorite one. There's one where they actually use the octopus mask. That's a lot that I like better. But this is probably my second favorite one, if I had to choose. I mean, people create this stuff every year. And we got the Colossal Titan at 15. So Attack on Titan, I think he's the main villain on it. I haven't seen the whole series. So. My favorite character on Attack on Titan is definitely Mikasa. And I like Levi also, but I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen all of it. I've only seen like season 1. So I'm not good with anime. I'm just not. And Chucky's done, and somebody else also got picked off there. And there goes King. Wow. They are flying out of here. And Zoidberg getting double teamed. He's going to go. Wow. And Brady is 16th. So Brady's here. The GOAT is here. Depends on who you ask. But I will go to my grave telling you all he's the GOAT. And I think a lot of people that don't think he's the greatest of all time, I think they're in doubt. I think they're blinded by their own team and their own judgment. And I will go to my grave saying that. I really do believe that they know he's the best because he has the most rings. And they don't want to accept it. It's okay. It's okay. It's a tough it's a tough pill to swallow. That your quarterback will never have 7 Super Bowl rings. The only one that's going to have a shot at it, I think, is Mahomes. I don't think any other quarterback's ever going to have a shot at it. Patrick Mahomes, though, he's one of the best. And there goes Joker 2019. He just got here. He's already done. So really no standouts. And the only criticism I have, I don't mind doing the 20-man. But the biggest criticism I have is it's not as long. But the last one I think I did, it was actually a little bit long. So, and there goes Jake Sully. Yeah, the last one I did was, I think, went to 22 or 23 maybe, which is good for that. But I usually like 30 or higher. That's what I go for on everything I do. And Brady is done. And they are flying out of here. Kentaro's 19. So now we have Kentaro in the house. And I love Kentaro. Kentaro's a nice character. And we'll see what Kentaro can do here. I think we just have one more to go. So this has been flying by, and that's the disadvantage of this. That is the disadvantage. How fast these go by, and we're about to get number 20 here. And Colossal Titan going after Kentaro, and he just got in, but it doesn't matter this time around. And we got Hagrid at 20. So Hagrid is 20. And of course he's a big boy. He's a big boy. So Ghostface is the only one remaining that's not big. The rest of them are not going to be easily lifted out of here. And Lee is good about putting some of these heavy hitters in. And one of my favorite ones to do is the one with all the super heavyweights. That's like my favorite. The big and tall. Big and tall. That is just so destructive. Because, you get some of those, especially when you have it's fueled up with 8. It could be very out of control. And Kentaro he kind of blinked there, and he could have had an elimination, but we're down to 3 because Colossal Titan is finished. And now it's going to be one of these 3. No standouts really in this. Hardly no standouts. I think the last one we did, there was a standout, but a couple standouts actually. But yeah, that was kind of a disappointment. But still a lot of fun here, seeing these characters fight. Hagrid going after Ghostface. And, oh man, Hagrid still alive. He's going to be rough to pull out. He's going to be rough to lift out. And we are down to our final 3 here. And sometimes this could drag out. We'll see what happens here. It's been going by pretty quick, though. And I hope I can at least get to 20. If I could get to 20, that would be nice. It's a possibility. And look at Hagrid here. Oh, man. That did not work out for him. I've never seen him try that move, but it definitely didn't pay off. And Kentaro slamming Ghostface. We are down to 3. And Kentaro dragging Hagrid. I'm trying to drag him. And hopefully we don't get that one. Remember that one situation with Goldar and Hagrid? Oh my goodness. That was brutal. When they just kept going and they wouldn't stop. And we'll see what happens here. I mean, Ghostface is somehow still alive. And he's actually defending himself pretty well. I wonder which Ghostface is the best version. It's got to be movie number 1. Stu and what's the other guy's name? I already forgot. I've only seen that movie actually once or twice, but I love it. There's 2 of them though. One's played by Matthew Lillard, and then the other guy. If I saw the name, I would know. I would say, "Oh, that's the killer," but can't think of it right off the top. Those 2 are my favorite though, because they're like the darkest. And of course, 4 was good. 5 was. I still haven't seen number 2. I'm gonna watch it this around Halloween time. I am gonna watch that. And Ghostface is done, so now it is a 1v1. Kentaro, Hagrid. Oh, wow. This is a good showdown. So this is a cool showdown, but and we'll see what happens. And of course, Kentaro's not allowed to have his 4 arms. And look at Hagrid slamming Kentaro. And he's going to go for the charge, and he does it. So Rubeus Hagrid takes the win. Wow. And Kentaro's defeated. So it wasn't as bad. The end kind of drug out some, so it didn't turn out as short as it was supposed to be, but so that's good. You know, I at least like 20 minutes. I don't like anything less than 20. I feel like I'm ripping you off if it's less than 20. I know most people like 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me get all the information in 1 minute. But no, I'm not about that life. But I might have to start doing a little bit of stuff like that. But still not my favorite stuff to do. Hagrid, you're not going to WrestleMania. You're going back to Hogwarts. Okay? And WrestleMania will not be in Hogwarts. That's for sure. It will not be there. There is no magic at Mania. You have to make your own magic. You're not born with it. Quit pointing at the sign, Hagrid. My goodness, I'm going to give you a haircut. That's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to take some scissors to your hair. That's what I'm going to give you before you have to. That's what you have to do to go to Mania. Get a haircut. So anyway, Lee, what another bunch of brilliant picks. Once again by Lee. And this is kind of a shorter one, but still a lot of fun. I thought it was a cool showdown, but I still prefer the 30. I do. I'm not going to lie. But still a good one overall. And Hagrid's not going, and I hope you all enjoyed it. And we'll probably still do some more 19. I'm sure Lee and I can come up with some more ideas. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Hagrid's not going to Mania, and I will see you all later.